You can move to first slide.
Ah, Thank you for inviting me here. And my name is Illiyas. I am actually an organic farmer. Last 20 years, I am doing organic farm, and I am situated in Kerala, in middle of the Kerala, Shoranur. I am practicing organic farming in paddy, rice cultivation, and vegetable, tuber, and fruits. And we have cow also. Around 4 acre area we are cultivating. So this we know that organic farming is a all the world now. It's the trends is coming, and the main issue that we are facing now about the climate change. So uh, we all know about that importance of organic farming, sustainable farming. All the world is discussing about that. So I'm not going to very much details about it, but just for a uh, glance in coming to that point. And now recently also we are facing different kind of climate change affecting our soil, crop, and everything. So we know that last so many years it was not there. Only last 100 years it was very increasing that uh, temperature, and according to that that our all the rain and everything is changing. So last year also we had faced uh, uh, we had faced that loss of the cultivations, and here also in Kerala in 2018 it was a big flood has come. So this is all actually affecting mostly farmers. So for that, the whole world, especially UN, also thinking about that organic farming, because around 350 million people are now affecting the climate change. So to change this all the systems, one of the main the reasons now the our conceptions and farming system is not a sustainable way. So we are having issues about that. So to change that is to come to organic farming. So one of the sustainable development goal, one of the main goal to achieve the responsible consumption and the responsible productions. So responsible consumption and productions, it's is leading to us to sustainable farming systems. We have different kind of sustainable farming models are there all over the world. We call different names like biodynamic farming, permaculture, natural farming, natuco farming, organic farming, and in different kind of methods. But all these methods leading one concept without chemical fertilizer, without pesticides, fungicides, and hybrid, genetically modified seeds. We can grow things. We can grow. We can cultivate farming systems that it helps the nature, it helps the soil, it helps the our water conservation, everything. So according to that only we this developed the organic farming all over the world. Now that different kind of the methods are technical methods are available. In if we check the last 20 years, that growth of that organic produce and organic market, it was in 1919, 20 years back, it was only 11 million hectares were there. Now it increased to 76.4 million hectares. So within 20 years, it is increasing, and a lot of area we not realized default organic farming also there in most of so many areas also. If we calculate that area also, it will be more. And producers also from only 2 lakhs producers, it is now to 2021 in feeble data, 3.7 million producers now is there. So in organic market, we consider in 2000, it was only 50.1 billion euros. Now it increased to 124.8 billion euros. So the organic cultivation and organic produce is importance in increasing all over the world. It's a very good science. And if we see that India also one of the main country and producing and cultivating that organic thing. And another thing is that still we have to go to hide more because if we compare to that fertilizer subsidies given to fertilizer companies, if we compare, it was very small levels schemes and subsidies to coming to organic farming. So in India now, it's I think around 15 lakhs more farmers are there, and in some states have schemes for promoting organic farming, like Sikkim in 2000 from 2015. Sikkim is totally organic, and Sikkim 75,000 hectares, a big cardamom is growing for inorganically. And like that in Andhra Pradesh also there are different schemes for to support organic farming. So in some states have schemes, some states have policies, and some states still they are making that policy. It's all good for that, I think, especially for the farming community. In 2000, I think from 2002, APIDA started that organic farming and POP standards and things in India. And after this climate change, we have built NMSA, we have built NMSA and a National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture things in 2010. And according to that, we had one good scheme, PKVY, Paramparagata Krishi Vikas Yojana. And then 2019, BPKP started. And now the National Mission for Natural Farming. And now central government is having, today budget also, central government is thinking to from 1 crore, I think 1 crore farmers should change to natural farming. It's all for the growth for organic farming, it's all good. And we are appreciating. And still we feel now all the support is going for the technical side, for awareness building. We need awareness and everything. But for example, last 20 or 30 years in India, there are different kind of NGOs and organization like Organic Farming Association of India and PGSOC kind of organization working in different way to make awareness and training program. So farmers are now aware, and so many farmers are ready to come for the organic, but they are facing different challenges. So if we compare to the schemes and subsidies going to the chemical fertilizer and that system, and the companies, a lot of companies are already involved. But in the even if it is BPKP for a state like Kerala, only 300 crore rupees only spent for the last 2 years. But it is a very less amount. So less supports. And still some university, for example, Kerala Agriculture University, still not believing in organic agriculture. They are telling it's not sustainable. So a lot of debates already happening. And that there are studies showing that if you change to organic, there is nothing lost. And if in ICR studies there, only few crops are facing problem. So there are studies and farmers are practicing, we are getting good yield, but still the supporting and schemes system should grow ahead. Because when you change to organic farming only, now we will get the good amount, good price, farmer income, we can assure the farmer income. And here earlier, it was not like that. So we know that farmers are facing different issues, normal farmers, conventional farmers, and especially in India, they are losing their crops and their soil is eroding and a lot of other water conservations. These all affecting through the conventional farming systems, but they don't have any other options. So normal farmers don't have any other options. So they are continuing with that. They're changing the crops and they're changing the pattern, but still it's struggling. So in this kind of situation, we feel that we need to focus more in the infrastructure like the Green Revolution started. What Green Revolution has done, the huge change happened in within some years. All the facilities, all the government system, departments supported that green revolutions. And the machineries comes, fertilizer coming with the subsidies, different kind of seeds coming, and hybrid seeds developing, and then public distribution system and FCI. So lots of department, lots of money, lots of research is spent for the green revolution. But that kind of movement is not happening to the natural or organic farming side. That is the lack of we feel the schemes we are not getting. So that technical side, okay, we can farmers can learn nowadays through the social media, through that website, lot of information there. And I think the organization, different organization working for that, for the technical side, how to do organic farming, what manure you have to apply, how you have to make your soil, and what kind of repellents are there, and all these package of practice are available. But once you change in the initial stage, we are facing so many issues. In that area, how can we help? How can we support? So awareness, one thing we have to make awareness. That's sure we need to make awareness about that the problem of chemical fertilizer, problem of pesticides, and the side effects and health issues. All this we have to make. And now the awareness is mostly going to through the farmers. But we should not only focus the farmers. We should make the awareness for the consumers, city people. There people who are eating food, they should know why organic farming is important. So mostly we don't think, we only think about to make the aware of the farmers. Even if we produce the organic food, who will buy? Who is the main consumers? So in Kerala, we started this awareness building, and not only for only farmers, we brought that to consumers also in the movement. So we have a good food movement here. So in that good food movement, farmers with the consumers are organizing farmers market. So that is one good things, because farmers don't get time to organize things always. So farmers have a lot of issues there on farm. So after producing their products, they have to make pack and then go to the market and sell. This all effort they should do themselves. So instead of that, if we bring that consumers also in the awareness area, and then it is easy for farmers. Then these consumers are getting good food direct from farmers. So this transparent system we build, we have in different districts, have farmers, consumer together organizing organic market, organic outlets, weekly markets, and daily markets also. In Andhra, I think Timbuktu Collective, Dharani Cooperative, also one of the good initiative. So many years they are working for that. Farmers cooperatives, and they are also producing food, and they have a cooperative, then that cooperative is selling their products. In Chhattisgarh also, with the organization Nirman and Boom Gadi, one of the organizations that are also working for the market side. So I think that farmer with the consumers, we have to focus the awareness, and it should go together. That's one of the important, and we have to overcome that challenges. Once the consumers, I think huge consumers are there in India. Whenever we talk about that organic, we think about that exporting. We always think about that to export to Europe, export to other countries. But only few products only we can export, like spices kind of things. Only few things only we can export. And also now all Asian countries very much involved in that exporting. Now China is also behind the exporting, and South Korea and different kind of states. So if we compete it with it will not be sustained. So for us, I think India itself is a huge market. Only very much small percentage of people only know about that organic important. So if we focus on that in Indian market, there are huge potentials. So we need to make that awareness to consumers and to get that good food, because our health is also going very bad in most of the area. So this is one of the main things. And second thing is the schemes. Even though we have central schemes now coming very slowly, even though slowly, and coming some amount of the fund, but the different states have different schemes. But still, for example, in 2010 in Kerala, the Kerala government actually had a policy about organic farming, but still it is not implemented. There is no mission for that. We had asked several times to build the organic farming mission, but it didn't happen because of so many reasons. So these kind of very some states are taking very slow effort for the funding and scheming. It's actually affecting this organic, because consumers are aware, farmers are ready to spend, but we don't have a strong scheme. If we not have a strong scheme that departmental people like agriculture university or agriculture Krishi Bhavan kind of people cannot help much. So they cannot, if they have a good scheme with the funds only, they can help. And there are a lot of schemes for so many other things, but we don't have schemes for. But then they will start a good agriculture practice. But they are not coming to the organic. They are not coming to coming for that branding, marketing, processing, and different kind of activity to related to organic, because we don't have schemes. And some state like Himachal Pradesh have now started schemes. I have mentioned about Sikkim and Andhra Pradesh, but still a lot of other states like Karnataka and have to come in Maharashtra. Maharashtra, I think recently they have started schemes, but still I think we need a scheme, state scheme, and strong central scheme. And also we need infrastructure for organic farming. To start organic farming, we need a lot of infrastructure, because that chemical or conventional farming very easy, because all the system is are there. All the fertilizers are available. Everything is available. And so it is ready-made. For organic farming, if you want to do in a huge area, we should make Jivamridam. For the making Jivamridam for 20 acre or 50 acre, you need to have a system there. You need to have a filtering system. You need to have to spray. You cannot do by hand to spray just to spray Jivamridam. You need to have a big this system there. For that, we need infrastructure, to supporting infrastructure for irrigation facilities, for filtering and spraying. So, and we cannot spray with the chemical fertilizer machineries. We cannot use for organic farming. So we need a different kind of spraying system, different kind of tools, different kind of soil. For example, in so many area, this huge tiller or huge tractor kind of machineries is not good. And for agroecology in mountain area, we need a small machineries, small system. So this is one of the main things we need for to promote because it's not monocrop, it's a multi-crop system. For the multi-crop and diversity and small land, now everything is for the supporting system should be changed. So infrastructure we need. And another important things is the processing units, different kind of processing units for organic farming. We cannot afford this other like after most of the farmers are direct sellers. It's not just giving to that supply co or any mandi. They are not giving. Most of the organic farmers, they are direct to giving to the organic outlets or consumers. For that, yeah, they have to process their products. For example, I am growing rice, paddy grains. If I cannot sell paddy grains as in a small right to market, because consumers don't take paddy grains, so they need rice. For that rice, if I go to conventional mill, they will polish the rice and give to me, because they don't have system. So for the rice in Kerala, mostly organic produce, when we produce organically, people are preferring brand rice. So for the brand rice, you have to have a different kind of machineries, colors and rubber roller machinery for to just remove the husk and with the brand to take that rice. So for that, we need a different kind of processing units. Only in Kerala, only 2 or 3 is available for the farmers. So for that, we have to transport the grains around 40 or 50 kilometers far away. We have to put there in the mills. And after some days only we can take back the rice. After that, removing the husk, and we need boiled rice. For the boiler is needed. So lot of effort is going for that, and for that included lot of money. Then it's normally will increase the price. So normal rice, if it is 60 rupees, our rice will become 100 rupees per kilo. Then it will not be affordable for the consumers. So for that, if I have a small mill with a rubberized roller system in my area, I can reduce the price and I can easily go there and get it and process it and just dry it and sell to the consumers. So these kind of for dal also in Maharashtra, and that conventional is not like just polishing in the dal and selling that. In Maharashtra also and Madhya Pradesh, they have a traditional system, just putting in the water and just it is germinating and then not removing the bran and selling to the dal. So all in our farmers in Maharashtra, Vidarbha region, they are doing that. So for that, they need a systems, processing unit, and different kind of for millets also. In Kerala, we have lost the millet cultivation, most of the area, and now even if we start the millet, we don't have machineries to remove the bran or remove the husk. So for all these things, I think we have to think about that this kind of supporting system. We just till focusing only technical side, how to grow, now how to do, and how to apply. It's all there. It's all we can find. Farmer can find. But this is the main important things we are lacking. So and always in the scheme also when it comes, it's not included. No fund included for all this supporting system. And another thing is that branding and certification. That's also very important. Now Organic Farming Association of India was doing, because we have a small farmers group, FPOs are there, and we have a farmer producer organization, different kind of farmer organization in Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, and UP and Kerala. So for them or selling the produce with the packaging and a good making branding, it's very difficult because they don't have facility and we have to give them training. And if you go for that training and everything will be very costly. So what OFI is doing, Organic Farming Association of India is doing, helping that farmers to explore this big what big traders are doing. For example, we are organizing biofac market in Biofac India. We are organizing farmers market there, and every year biofac will happen in Delhi with the support of APIDA, and is organizing the Nuremberg German event management company. And this biofac, there are it is a B2B, business to business. There will be different kind of traders included there. Their stalls will be there, and it's for the stalls also we have to pay the big amount. For the farmers, it's not affordable for farmer organization. So OFI asked them for space for farmers market, then they allowed us. Last 7 years we are organizing farmers market there. For that farmers market, 20 or 30 stall will get for small farmers cooperatives or small farmers organization, FPOs, and small organic enterprise. So they can come there with a subsidy rate. They can sell there. Not only selling, they will see that how the big traders doing branding. They can learn that, and also they can get how they are doing packaging, how the cleaning, and how they are marketing and advertising things. These all are learning process for them. And most of the small entrepreneurs understanding that, and then they are developing for their own system. So for all these things, very important for the marketing. We just make a produce and just selling, it's not possible, and then you don't get that a good price for that. So for all these things, we need to get the supporting system, that training and making branding for the branding, and another big thing is that certification. If we go for the certification also, for third-party certification, huge amount is involved, and at least 3 years or 4 years it will take for get the certification, third-party and POP certification. So that farmers cannot afford. And then PGS is there, OFI and all other PGS OC and other civil society only introduced. I think in 2006 the participatory guarantee system. Now government has taken it. Now PGS system is there, but it is very complicated. Even though PGS is there, if you cannot export that with the PGS certification, but in India domestic market it's good, and but still the certification system is not easy. So we have to make it easy for the farmers. And if we go for third-party certification system, it is at least 1 lakh to 3 lakhs rupees we have to pay. As a farmer, it's very difficult to pay that much amount, and they have to test random sample test and lot of processes there. So certification, if it is not certification and to marketing, it's very difficult. So we need to have this kind of very easy certification system, and it should be affordable for farmers, and it should be transparent. And even though now what is happening, even though there are third-party certification is there, we don't know is it organic or not. That's also one problem. So there should be very transparent, easy, low-cost method should be there. The PGS is one good method, but that complication is there. And marketing also. Even though the certification there, PGS or third party, so market is the one big issue. We cannot market. We have to build the proper market. So that proper market finding is also very difficult for farmers. So that government can do, or organization can do, some companies can do, and consumer organization also can help for that. So because farmers are already taking a lot of effort, but for that marketing also, that side it's very, because once we have tried through that different kind of farmer producer company to build the market, but so many producer company, because only farmer can be the member, for farmer cannot get the time for that, and they don't have skill set for that. So we have to at least some amount and some admin support for that farmer producer company to build them and make them sustainable marketing. So these are the big challenges we are facing, and this is we have to actually address all these issues. And what we are doing, and myself and our organization is what we are doing. We have a farmers organization. It's mostly farmers are members, and so our organizations also get membership, and organic outlets and entrepreneurs also can take members, and from different states are having members in and different kind of individual members and farmer organization members also. So we organize awareness program, we organize convention, we organize training program, and also we are conserving different kind of traditional seeds in different farmers field. And then we share this knowledge, we share these seeds, and we do market. We are doing organic marketing with the support of consumers in different states, and we do also field visit, and we are having now participating in the different program like IFOM or INOFO, internationally or national or organic farming organization organizing program also. Now we are coming and attending. So our one aim, farmers are not just the beneficiaries. We want most of this discussion or policy making, we feel that farmers are not involved in that. So because farmers have these language issues, they have but they have actually they have knowledge, but they don't have the they are not getting maybe chance, or they are not the skill set to deliver the knowledge. So that farmers are are not involved in all this policy making discussion. That is why the problem, whenever that any policy, any this comes, it is not suitable for the farmer mostly. And then if we want to get the real practical policy, we need to involve the farmers. So we decided to go to the different program, involve this and try to make and convince the people, policymakers, we should be involved and discussion part, not only implementation part. We are not just beneficiaries. We don't want to become just beneficiaries. And after that, that project, any project or anything finishes, it will not be sustainable. So farmers should come to take the capability, and they should continue with that project or anything. For that, we have to organize sustainable things. So our organization also, we are not depending on only the fund. We are having the contribution from different sources, and we also share that any program and we organize, we share the amount money, and we are trying to make our own self-sufficiency. So that is important. We feel if we want to talk about that the sustainable farming, we think that organization also should be sustainable. For that, this voluntary system is working in our organization. Nobody is not paid. We are all voluntarily working. So voluntarily organizing things, and it is getting the energy, everything for only for admin small work only. We are depending staff. So this is now we are trying, and that the movement is going ahead. Because it was started in 2002 with very good pioneer organic farming leaders, and now it's in a new generations. It's a continuing, and we have in different states organization in also working in the ground with. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mr. Illiyas, for the detailed presentation. I will take up some questions. Before that, I would like to check with Mr. Joseph Tito if you'd like to ask anything.
Thank you, Rajni ma'am. Thank you, Mr. Illiyas, for a very good presentation. I'll ask you some questions later, but I would like to know, especially regarding climate change, what are your suggestions for the farmers? Of course, government policies and all that, these are not in farmers' hands or our hands. Government has to start the initiatives, and only once they start that we can expect this movement to start. I mean, to go to some level, because the focus is now 95% it is, or 97% it is on conventional and inorganic farming. So unless there is a big initiative and there is a big movement, nothing much is going to happen in a hurry. But for the present, this climate change is proving to be a very, very great challenge. Any suggestions, please? How the farmer can overcome it?
Yeah, we are trying to. We are also facing this issue. The two big challenges farmers are facing now. One is the climate change, another is animal attack. See, these all both problems are practically we are facing, and we are trying to find the solution also. In the ground, now we are understanding that traditional way of the practicing of cultivation, it is good, and traditional seeds also. For example, in 2018, the flood has come in our field. We had a 20-acre rice cultivation that time. And I think most of the other farmers' field also flooded and lost the crops. And some varieties like Raktashali and Nadan Purwa, 2-3 variety of traditional seeds sustained. Even though it was drawn in around 15 or 20 days and under the water, it didn't happen anything. Then we understood that this is a variety of the flood tolerant variety. So these kind of different kind of varieties were there in India. I think more than 1 lakh more rice varieties were there. Dr. Dabaldeb, maybe you know already him. He is a farmer scientist, is now in Odisha, conserving around 1,400 variety. In that variety, there are varieties can stay in the water. 15 or 20 variety can stay in the water around 20 days under the water. And some varieties also drought tolerant variety. Even though the drought is there, or it's not, even though there is no water, they can sustain. So in Kerala also we had a drought tolerant variety, kind of Kattamod and Parambuvatan. Lots of varieties were there, but now we lost. But only few varieties are there. So we feel these kind of traditional varieties very important to overcome the climate change. One thing. Another thing is that multi-crop system. We should not go to monocrop system, because organic farming just changing that manure instead of chemical fertilizers coming to organic fertilizer is nothing. If you have to change the whole system, that's why all world now thinking about agroecology, because we have to depend according to our agroecology. We have to make our crop patterns. For example, in Kerala, we had these culture homestead farming. So in that, in different, I think in most of the mountain region, in other area also, maybe it was there. It's not only growing one crop. It will be different crop. Like even though we are growing coconut, in between coconut, there will be arecanut. And on the arecanut tree, we will grow that pepper, black pepper. And in between all these arecanut and coconut, there will be different kind of tubers, colocasia, yam, and sweet yams, sweet potato, and air potato. And in nearby the border, there will be plants like fruits, jackfruit plants, mango plants. And these, and then we will grow the tubers, different kind of groupers on these mango trees and jackfruit trees. Under the jackfruit trees, we will grow that ginger. Under the mango trees, we will grow the turmeric. So these all system around the half an acre area, we can grow around 40 crops. I am growing here, still there. We are having a model here. So you get every season you will get the food. Mostly food crops will grow, and also cash crops also there. So this system, even the one crop is loss, you will get another crop. And only for the marketing purpose, it will be little difficult. And for the marketing, you have to depend only one or two crops. So that's why we are doing rice or some vegetables crop we do for marketing, and all the other crops will mix. And that now that people are asking, finding for the rare varieties. So then they are ready to pay. For example, I have a violet kachil, violet tuber variety. Nobody has that. They are ready to pay the good amount of the money. So one of my income is that. So this kind of traditional way of practicing, if we implement, it is very good. And also, for example, for this tuber, especially wild tuber, we have a very good overcome the climate change. Even though flood coming, drought coming, it didn't affect anything. Now the problem we are facing because of the climate change, different kind of pests, especially fungus, fungal disease and viral disease are spreading. If it is monocrop like tomato in Karnataka, last year we found, and this year also there are these flights are coming. It's affecting the crop, and then it will lose the crops, and the tomato price will increase. This is all because of climate change. So if we go for the only one crop system, it will affect and lose the crop for the farmers. So that is why traditional way of farming and traditional seeds and multi-crop system, I think practical solution for climate change. And even though after that any loss comes, there should be insurance, there should be some supporting system also in there. Thank you for the good question. Thank you.
Thank you for your very good answer. Yeah.
Okay. Now some questions. 1 second. Okay. So what are the main environmental benefits of organic agriculture?
I think there are a lot of benefits of the organic agriculture. Not it's environmental, for soil, water conservation, and that diversity, and then for the good air, and also good food, healthy food, nutritional food. I think lots of that.
Okay. Second question, how does organic farming contribute to biodiversity conservation?
Yes, in a different region, we had a different crops. This, for example, I think in Punjab now we see only mostly this wheat and rice. But I think before the Green Revolution, it was around 11 lakhs hectares of millet were cultivated in Punjab. Now it is only 2% only there. Millets is almost lost there. And now from last year, it's coming again. And like Kerala also, we had lost 100% of millet uh, variety. We are also now only mostly eating rice and wheat and other vegetables. So this is all because of the monocropping system. If you come to the organic, there will be a lot of diversity. Sure, especially farmers have a lot of diversity in different regions. And then some farmers, for example, in our area also, growing 20 or 30 variety of tubers in small area, and cows, animals, everything. And when we do organic farming, we cannot do without cow. So I have also local cows. Most of the organic or natural farming, you can see that cows are there, and some farmers are goat, and some are growing fish also. Some people are, and that diversity we feel when we enter to the organic farm. If it is only monocrop, because under the definition, actually just putting instead of the chemical fertilizer, for example, you are growing rubber plant, you are putting organic manure. It's a rubber plant will be there, organic manure diversity will not be there. So we are not considering it's an organic. If it is considering organic, there should be diversity. So it should be benefit for the biodiversity, sure.
Okay. And in what ways does organic agriculture promote soil health and fertility?
What ways? I didn't get the first.
A minute. In what ways
Yeah.
does organic agriculture promote soil health and fertility?
Oh, okay. And organic agriculture having these different solutions, like we call Jivamrita, Bijamrita, Amrita Pani, and these all microbes. Actually, it is there in the soil, and cow dung and cow urine is there, but it will multiply in the soil. For example, when we apply Jivamrita once in the soil, and we will also put some mulching, there will be hundreds of worms, earthworms will come. So that earthworms will make the holes and deep holes, and then it increase that water capacity of the soil, and also it make the aeration in the soil. Once it is aeration and water capacity is there, the growth of the crop will be increased and the health will be there. The root will go very deep, and then the plant will be very healthy. So even when we are applying organic manure, compost, mulching, and organic solutions like Jivamrita, Panchagavi, Amrtapani, and on all other kind of things, the soil is becoming rich and rich. And after some time, you don't want to put anything also. For example, we have a 10 cent area in the Olmsted Yam farmland. There now we are not putting any manure. No need to put any manure because soil is itself became rich. And so many area nearest the forest also we can see that traditional, especially this Adivasi tribe farmers, they are not putting anything in the soil. In Chhattisgarh, I have seen that. No need to put because already soil is rich. So So this organic farming only making this traditional way of method of natural farming is also only making the soil this rich, fertile. So when we put that fertilizer, we're clear like urea or factum phos. Whenever we put that, soil become very hard, and it will the pH, especially that soil pH will decrease, and it will affect that soil the crop health. Because soil pH is very important things. When we turn to organic, we always tell about the pH, because if your soil is acidic, that it's a very lot of chance to that plant get a disease like fungal and viral disease. If your soil is normal, it's not more acidic and it's not more alkaline, it should be the at least pH should be the 6 to 7 in between. So if when we put that organic matter, that soil pH become normal. So that is very important. That is the way soil become the rich. So there are different kind of method to make the soil pH normal. What we do, we have instead of calcium oxide, generally agricultural officers and everybody will sell calcium to make the soil pH to normal. You have to put that as calcium hydroxide. It's lame. But we are telling you don't put that calcium hydroxide. Instead of we can calcium carbonate powder we can make. We can put the calcium carbonate. It's like a Niles this cover only. It's available in seashore and everywhere. Just to make it a powder and apply in the soil, that soil become pH will become normal, and you don't want to put every year. So these all are practical solutions there, and it will benefit the soil.
Okay. And yeah, what are the advantages of organic farming in terms of producing healthier food?
Healthier food.
Yes.
Advantages are there. For example, we all mostly eating in Kerala this white rice. White rices are mostly polished rice, because after the public distribution system and we are started giving free rice, mostly people are eating lot of rice, and in I think South Indian states are eating lot of rice, and it affecting that health. So if we see that percentage of diabetic patients, Kerala is the highest diabetic patients in the country. Around 20% of the people are diabetic. So that's all because of we feel one is the very important thing is that rice eating. Rice, polished rice without any nutrition. So that is why we are promoting red rice with bran, and black rice with bran, and white rice with bran. White bran also there. And we have black bran rice is a very nutritious variety. And these kind of different crops, even in wheat also, traditional crops are, instead of eating maida, if we eat the all wheat, it will be benefit for the health. So once that people who have a diabetic patient, when they start to eat that bran rice, they are getting the result. That's we have practically experienced. So it's possible. So sure, it's a small example, but there are a lot of different kind of example when we turn to organic food, and especially millets and tubers and different kind of leafy vegetables, fruits. There are a lot of health benefits, and people are curing from the disease also.
Okay. And how does organic farming support local economies and communities?
That is the main challenges also, that organic farming, the sustainable farming actually started with the concept for the local economy and local, because if you are buying fertilizer from outside, that money is going from for the some companies. And then seeds also you are buying that seeds also some company. For example, when in 2002 that these cotton seeds, the GM cotton seeds are started to come in India, and then first year or second year we got the farmers got the free the seeds in a free of the rate. Then seeds rate increased, and now the 35% of the invest is going for the seeds. And the farmer for potato farmers, when they buy the seeds from market, 25% of their expense going buying for the seeds they're going, and fertilizer. So 70% of the money is going outside other people or companies. It's not getting that benefit the local economy. So when we turn to organic farming, that you are not want to buy anything from the market. You have cow, you have goat, you have manure, you have compost, you have leaf, different kind of crops. You can cut that leaves and make the compost. You don't want to buy anything. And also seeds, traditional seeds we are conserving. We are promoting traditional seeds. So every year you have your own seeds. You don't want to buy seeds. And then only the after the producing, that if it is the same crop in a village, a lot of there, then only we have to sell to uh, outside the village. So otherwise that can actually market in the local economy also. But still it's more, if we compare to conventional farming, it will be uh, help the local economy. For example, if I didn't have a cow long time, so what I will do, I will buy cow dung from one farmer who is growing cow. They are a dairy farm, their main income dairy. Then I will get the cow dung from there. Then I will give them money. Or instead of money, sometimes I will give the grass hey, after harvesting my paddy, that paddy, the waste, the straw I will give to that farmer. So this is that one farmer can help to another farmer. One person can help through that kind of economy. In organic farming, there are, I think, 50 to 70% of the expense we can reduce and avoid to spend outside.
Okay. And what are the primary challenges organic farmers face in terms of pest and disease management?
Primary challenges now facing, if you have no clear awareness about it. For example, we always tell to farmers, when you grow any crop, you have to know the crop, what kind of pest and disease will come, because there are only few disease and few pests for there. For example, if I am growing chili, around 100 plants I have, I know what is the chili pest, when it will come, now how it is coming, and how can I avoid. Then I will cut that under that, because some white, for example, for chilies, the white flies is the main pest. Everywhere we can see the white flies. Then whenever farmers tell if I grow the chilies, white flies attack, white fly, what I will do? I tell you have just to remove that leaf from down leaves. Nothing else what you want to do. So this knowledge should be there before, because the conventional farmers have practice, they know the which pesticide you have to apply, but the organic farmer doesn't know what they have to do when they come just coming for the initial stage. For the initial stage, whenever people just change, then tell I changed to organic farming, I lost the crops, but you have to learn. It will take at least 2-3 years to understand the pattern is different. For example, in this also paddy rice cultivation, you have a sucking pest there, but for sucking pest you have to control the weed on the bund, but normally nobody does know. They just, because conventional farmers just to apply that cyhalothrin karate, that pesticide, then it will die. But for we know that it's coming, that sucking pest is coming on the bund with some leafy plants are there, they will produce the egg, then it is spreading. So if you cut that weeds on the bund, they cannot come. They should be clean in the bunds. So these all repellent method remedy we should know before we starting organic farming. What crop we are going, there will be some pest and some disease. We should know what's going to happen, when it will happen, what we have to do, and advancedly we have to do. Just after that coming the pest or disease, only applying something is not good for organic farming. We should do first avoiding this. And there are pest repellent some crops also, like tulasi, corn, and marigold. These kind of traps crops also there. You can apply in your farm to avoid the some pests.
Okay. And how does the yield of organic crops compare to conventional farming, and what are the implications?
Yield actually, with ICR study also, most of the organic or natural farming, when we compare to yield, is not reducing, only wheat. Only it is reducing. That also 15-20% only. Otherwise, most of the crops are same yield. We know that we are not telling big yield, but it's the same yield or little less, or 2 to 5% less only coming. But if you compare with the other things, and it's a price is also, it's not at all loss for that. So now what we are doing, we are not focusing on the yield. Mostly for scientific community telling about the yield. Agriculture scientific committee, to get the income you want more yield. It's a very big myth. If you get more yield, you are not going to get more income. That is very clear. Lot of farmers are producing more potato. Potato price or tomato price will decrease. It will not going to increase. It's nothing that way. And it's always tell that if it is yield decrease, it will affect food security. That's all myths. That's all we know now. Now a lot of studies also there. So we are not focusing in the only yield. We are not focusing the income and the diversity. And it should, and then even though yield is little less, for example, in the rice, for Navara rice is 30% less yield if we compare with other rice. But the other rice variety, to 100 rupees when you get per kilo, Navara rice you will get 250 rupees per kilo. Daktashali also you will get 400 rupees. So this is you getting assured income, and there are only few farmers are going there. So people will come to buy from your side only. So we are telling to don't go for the yield. If you go for the yield, you have to competitive with the conventional system, because you are going to put in the conventional marketing. If you go to conventional, nobody is going to give you the value of the organic, what all you are taking the effort. So we have to build our own market. We have to build. It's nothing losing. So you can see that no any organic farmer are suicidal, because they know the way how to grow and how to get, not focus on the yield. So we also even though, and also I want to tell you, we have a study and we have experience with the rice and other crops, and we have shown also yield is not going to decrease. It's clear, but we are don't want to focus on the yield. We want to focus on diversity and the income assurance to farmers.
Okay. And what are the economic challenges associated with organic agriculture, both for farmers and consumers?
What?
What are the economic challenges associated with organic agriculture, both for farmers and consumers?
Economic challenges for that for farmers to build the infrastructure for the organic farming. Only economic challenge. The initial stage we need some amount of fund, because it's not that easy. People will think if one day if you stop organic and come to stop chemical and stop organic, it's not that easy. You have to build a infrastructure for that. Then only you can have, because you have to have a Jivamrita making pods. You have to have some sprayer system, irrigation facilities, filtering system. So these economic challenges here we are facing. Initial stage we need support for all this. And I have mentioned about the processing unit and packing, branding, certifications. These all we have to spend a lot of amount and money and effort and energy for that. We are challenging one thing. for the consumer side for that the price. So that is the farmer is not responsible for that. That is the big mistake that we will always tell. You are growing organic; it's very costly. How that normal people can afford it? That it's not farmer responsible. That poor people, normal people. That's all the system should support. For example, we are giving free rice, 1 or 2 rupees rice in most of the subsidies and schemes from that different states are giving 1 rupees rice, 2 rupees, even though nobody need that, nobody has that much poor, we will give and subsidizing 20 or 25 rupees for the rice. And we talk about the farmer to get subsidies, and they don't think about that. How the money will come, they will think. So we are telling there should not be people who everybody should get good food, no doubt about it. Then we have to make the system how to get. And also we want to mention most of the poor people are farmers, are farmer laborers. We are talking about them, and you are telling them to help them. That is the problem. Then we also the poor people, how can we help to poor people? It's not possible. And we have to sustain and we have to gain, and we are not the responsible person because somebody became the poor. So that is the big that is a big political issue also. So that is why we are telling, if you want to make that organic food and cheaper, we need to have a supporting system. Because central government is spending 2.5 lakhs crore rupees this all fertilizer and giving only 1,000 crore for BPKP, and then how can it will be same? It should not be. You have to do and some subsidies and schemes to come, then it will become cheaper. And some cooperative banks that they have did that, because in Kerala they did what they did, they purchased the grains from farmer in good amount, 35 rupees per kilo, and they sold with a subsidy rate that to common people in rice, 60 rupees. That is afforded and it could sold. Like that government can do. They can give that supporting to farmers and get that good food with the subsidy. That is only possible. That is that economic challenge we are facing, and we feel. And also another things that I always tell, when we turn to organic, we understand what we can eat, what we should not eat, and we can eat lot of local leafy vegetable. You don't want to grow, it's available, and local tubers, it's available, local fruits available. These all knowledge you will get. We get the knowledge of how to grow it. So this is also very nutritional benefit out of it. So if we calculate that, if you don't want to buy much products from outside. So actually we need to take the data, because that people will go in the supermarket and buy every month 100 gram turmeric and only 150 rupees per kilo. They feel it is very cheaper, it's affordable. But they will buy every month, they don't think. If you buy that same turmeric from organic farmer, you have to pay maybe 300, double, right? But you don't want to buy every month. Within 3 months, only one time only you need to buy. So this economy nobody has calculated. We always tell, if you for example, our rice, no need to eat in 2 plates rice. You can eat a half plate rice enough. Even though you spend 100 rupees, it's 2 times you can eat that 100 rupees. Because if you compare with the market rice, only 60 rupees or 50 rupees, you will get a market branded rice. Your rice is 100 rupees. It's not affordable. But you don't want to eat that much rice because it's a nutritional benefit is there. So that is all economic things if we calculate it is that challenge we can overcome, I think.
Okay. Now we have, I think, the last question. How does the certification process for organic products impact farmers and consumers?
The certification system, now 2 kind of certification is there. One third-party certification, that is through NPOP is there, and there are agencies doing mostly private agencies. We have to go to that private agency, then they will come to our field and they will be test our soil, and it will take I think 2 or 3 years, and we have to give that agency some amount of money for that, and a random sample test will be there for the crop. If you want to export the produce, you have to do that third-party certification. That is the one thing. And second thing is PGS, participatory guarantee system. That's we need to make at least 5 to 20 farmers group in locally in our block or taluka level, and we are certifying ourselves, and some external agency that government approved agency will come and check it. That is that if that 5 farmers are telling we are going to grow organically from here, and then they are making a decision, they are making minutes, and they are applying all these things, and then they fill the some form and criteria, and then even if it is any farmer from their group putting chemicals, they will be all the certification they will lose. That is the system. So then one farmer to check another farmer. This is a bonding and transparent system for that certification. We call PGS, participatory guarantee system. It's there in all different Latin America, Brazil, and African countries and Asian countries. In India, government is a PGS portal is there. Through PGS portal, will be agency, RC, regional organization there. So this regional organization, approved organization, we can, for example, this farmer group can go there and get there. They will come and verify that and give to government. Then they get the PGS certificate. PGS there. That's the system.
Okay. One last question. What are the logistical challenges in scaling up organic farming to meet global food demand?
Yeah, a lot of logistic issues are there. Especially in a mountain region, farmers are facing because they don't have proper roads, proper vehicles. So that is a big issue. And once the crop to come to the city, it will, I think, at least 20 or 30% money go for the transport. So, and also some vegetables, fruits, very transparent vegetable. For example, in Himachal Pradesh, they are growing apples. In a lot of region, apples are there. Very good traditional apple they have. But when it comes to Delhi, it will be that cost also, if we calculate, it will be increased. So these are the problems when we need for most of the rural area, like Chhattisgarh, Dantewada, totally organic city, so organic districts. Around 27,000 farmers were there. So there are also issues there about logistic. Then the Boom Gadi organization, with the help of Nirman, they have now 2 Gadi. They are supporting like ambulance going every houses and collecting the produce and coming to the processing unit, and then packing and sending. So these kind of supporting system, if it is available in the rural area for logistic, we can overcome that issue.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Illiyas, I don't see any more questions. So before we end, I would like to check with Mr. Brito if anything you would like to ask or any comment. Mr. Brito, you're in mute. Yeah.
Hello. Thank you very much, Mrs. Rajani. Very nice questions and replies by Mr. Illiyas. Like Mr. Illiyas mentioned, see, unless the government starts giving subsidy for organic farming, there is no incentive at all. See, even this year, for this financial year, the government budget has allocated 1.6 trillion rupees for fertilizer subsidy, though it is slightly lower by about 0.24 trillion rupees. Still, 1.64 trillion is huge, and for organic, there is no mention at all. But still, we are importing, despite all this subsidy, we are importing huge quantity of urea as well as rock phosphate. Instead of this, if we switch over to organic, there will be huge benefits which has to be highlighted, so that the switch is done at least in a gradual way from this year or next year. Otherwise, there is absolutely nobody is caring for the organic section at all. Till something concrete happens, there won't be any movement in this field. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Illiyas. Thank you, Rajni ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, you are true. Correct. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Illiyas. So now we have come to end of question round. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we'd like to thank you for the detailed presentation, answering all the questions in depth. And I also like to thank our editorial team for sharing the questions and Mr. Brito for asking the questions. The meeting will now be closed.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, Mr. Illiyas.
Thank you. Thank you very much, all. Thank you.
You are most welcome. Thank you.